All right, guys, in today's video, we are going to go ahead and talk about adding lights to the front of your Tenere 700. There are tons of options out there, and most of them are designed to work with crash bars. I'm not a big crash bar guy. I don't think they belong on bikes that ride off-road. So what I'm looking here at is 3 different options for mounting lights on the front of your Tenere 700 that do not require crash bars. So I got a few different brackets here. We're going to look at them and see what works and what doesn't work, because I want them in a specific spot. And we're going to go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to start with one that I do not like. I got it off Amazon from Nice CNC, so let's check it out. All right, so this is the bracket from Nice CNC. It's up here, it fits good and tight, but the problem is there's no clearance on the top for a light. I mean, 2 fingers is usually enough, but not enough for lights to fit in here. So Moto R4, love this light. These are fantastic if you guys haven't tried them, but I want to run them off the top, and obviously there's not enough room there. If you want to hang them off the bottom, yeah, it would fit, but run into this problem with this thing coming up here. It's going to contact it, especially when the wheels are turned. So nice CNC bracket, good price, but it's not going to work. So let's go ahead and try this other one out from the Denali guys and see what it looks like. All right, so looking at the 2 brackets here, this is the one from Nice CNC. As you can see, it's much narrower and it doesn't have as much drop. This one from Denali here drops down quite a bit further, so we're hoping that one works out once it gets on the bike. Also, you can see this one just mounts here. So the stability side to side, it was pretty flexy, but also talking about flex, you can see the difference in material thickness here. The bottom one from Denali is about twice as thick as the top one from Nice CNC. So anyway, it's a cool idea, but it's not gonna work. So luckily this came from Amazon, so it's gonna go back. This one from Denali, we're gonna put this on the bike and see how it looks. It should be wide enough to get the lights up and to the side here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this on and see what it does. So here's what comes in the Denali kit for hardware. It's got these 2 short screws, which are going to be these guys, and then this long one, which is going to go up underneath the stay here, just to give us a little bit extra room for this middle bracket to sit on. All right, so I got the Denali mount on here, and everything went together pretty good, except these side screws they provided were a little bit short, so I had some other hardware here. I could have made them work without the washer on them, but if you guys are going to provide hardware, I feel it should have been a little bit longer. So anyway, that's good. And then this bolt down here is quite a bit long. So anyway, not a big deal. Everything's on. And then the weird thing about this is the whole thing's kind of cantered forward, but we'll be able to fix that with the adjustments in the Ruby lights. So anyway, next step is get the fairings on, see where the lights are going to sit, and start playing with that. Also, these things are good and solid. I'm liking them. The Nice CNC ones, when I moved it up and down, it had a lot of flex to it. So all right, so these are our Moto R4 lights we're putting on. So there's the light portion itself, then there's a bracket that bolts to the light, which can go forward or backwards. You can see this one's set towards the back, the little step up here, and then the bracket itself is set back. So this one's super far back. This other light here I have, you can see the little bottom bracket's pushed forward and this one's pushed forward. So there's quite a bit of range to adjust these. You can see this bracket's almost towards the front of the light here. Don't drop that. And you can see, yep, it almost fell. It's gonna fall, I fell. And you can see this bracket here is almost towards the back. So that's, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an inch. I don't know, 15 millimeters of adaptation. And then you can put like the bottom one forward and the bracket back and make a combination. So we're gonna get this to sit nice and tight. I don't want it that far away from the bike. I want it nice and tight up here. So I'm gonna play with this and I'll be right back. This is what I settled on. The light bracket in the forward position, the bottom one in the back position. So that's we're gonna have to adjust this a little bit here. Anyway, this is gonna get it to where the light's not off the front of the bike. It's going to get us nice and tight here. It's not going to be rubbing on the fairing, and it'll give us enough room to run the wires. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this mocked up and tight. Also, Loctite, guys. Anything you guys are doing on your adventure bike, the bolts for the bracket, this guy, anything you take something off. If you ride off-road, these things get shaken up crazy. So Loctite, Loctite, Loctite. All right, so here we are. Everything's kind of loose still, so I can aim these whenever I head out at night. Yeah, these look good. They kind of sit where I want them to sit. They're not too far forward on the bike. They're not too far back. I'm not sure if I'm going to run this wire up underneath here, or maybe I'll drill a hole in the shroud and just kind of pop it through just like that. I'm not sure yet. It'll probably go up underneath. But anyway, pretty stoked on this. We're not going to cover wiring in this video. This is more just how to mount these things and if it would work. So I'm pretty stoked on it. They look great. And you should check them out. I know Rocky Mountain sells the bracket here from Denali, and then Ruby Moto. You can get Ruby Moto lights through Takamoto Co., takamoto.co. I think they have the R4, I'm not 100% sure. If not, just hop on Ruby Moto's site. These are the best damn lights. It's not just how bright they are, it's the optics. It's how these things throw, it's the beam pattern. It is absolutely crazy how good these lights are. There's a lot of stuff on the market, and I've tested most of them. I'm a huge fan. Check them out. I promise you'll love these things. They are so good. All right, and the third light option we're looking at today is this unit from Cyclops here. And this bracket, basically just a little piece of bent metal. It goes on these 4 bolts here, right on the bottom of your stock triple clamp. A little bit smaller light, turns with the wheel, which is really nice. Nice and tucked up. Lights aren't as strong, but they work very, very well. It's a great setup. You get some cool amber rings that light up as well around here. So this is another nice option. Been around for a while. A lot of guys are running this and loving it. Just depends on what you want to have on your bike. All right, guys, just a few photos here at the end of the video. Show you what this Denali bracket looks like with the Ruby Moto R4s from a few different angles. I'll go ahead and put a couple links in the description if you're looking for these products. Go ahead, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel if you want. I'm going to be doing a lot more adventure bike stuff here in the future. So anyway, once again, thank you so much. Get out and ride.